Throughout our 4 years here at Loera, the student body's pride for the campus was always noticed below. Complaints about the school's cleanliness have always made its way around campus, but action has never been taken to combat the issue.
With this issue in mind, we as a group aligned our project with one single question: how can we improve the overall aesthetic appearance and cleanliness of Loera's campus? To answer that main question, a multitude of supporting questions came about to help find the answer. These supporting questions were: who do we need to talk to in order to achieve our goal? What areas around campus need the most attention? Is there money involved in our solutions? If so, how much? Why does it matter to improve the school's appearance? What will result from its improvements? And how is Loera's cleanliness compared to other schools in the district?
School cleanliness is an issue that has affected our campus in a plethora of ways. Through a survey we did at Loera, 100% of the students rated our campus as dirty, and they also mentioned that the main problem with our dirtiness are the restrooms.
With this data, we did some research to find out how school cleanliness is a catalyst for bigger problems. According to studies conducted by Birmingham Young University students and APA, Leadership in Educational Facilities, quote, cleanliness ranks as the fourth most important building element to impact the student's personal learning, end quote. And also, quote, of the nearly 1,500 students polled, 88% reported that a lack of cleanliness becomes a distraction to their education, end quote.
These two trends of Loera's school cleanliness being lackluster and the research from BYU students and APPA collaborate with each other and make sense when we take into consideration the test scores we have at Loera, which is shown on Loera's soccer reports.
To assess what's being done right now, we looked towards the group that is trying its hardest to help, the custodians. We took a visit to the custodians to ask them a few questions and what they thought about the issue of school cleanliness.
If you were to grade how well the students take care of the campus on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade it?
About a 5 right now, especially after lunch. That's the worst part right now.
Through your experiences on campus, what area is the most trouble in terms of trash and overall cleanliness?
Restrooms and, like I said, the lunch areas.
Why do you think these areas are the most troublesome?
It's just the kids taking the responsibility of actually picking up their own trash and throwing it in the trash can. I mean, it's just walking a couple more steps instead of trying to make it from a distance. That helps out.
What is something you think the students can do to make the school cleaner and your job easier?
Take responsibility on themselves. Their own trash, monitor their own trash, throw it away. Like I said, shooting it, thinking you're Kobe, not the best thing sometimes. So just walk it up, throw it away, take care of your own stuff.
Do you feel like this is due to the kids not caring about the cleanliness and condition of the school's appearance?
It's not the much of they don't care. It's more of like it's somebody else's job. You know, they get paid for it. They get to do it. Sometimes that's what we get. Oh, it's your job. So.
Oh, and what do you think of the idea of air fresheners, dividers on urinals, or just maybe extra things in the restroom to make kids feel like it's made more of a, I don't know, like when the new soap dispensers came in.
Yeah.
Like that area was like around the sink has always been more clean now, and I feel like kids are like more respectful about it. And I'm not saying that we need new materials or anything like that, but do you think that would be a better idea for cleanliness or anything like that?
Air fresheners, yeah, that would be a good idea. Obviously, it makes the restroom smell a whole lot better. Partitions, we've tried it in the past before. Majority of the time, they just get graffitied on, etched on. Once certain type of body fluids hit it, it just absorbs and it sticks on there as much as we try to clean it, and it just becomes a nuisance at the end.
If you were to grade how well the students take care of the campus on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade it?
What's the worst and what's the best?
1 being the worst.
I would give them a 4.
Any specific examples as to why?
They don't pick up after themselves.
Through your experiences on campus, what area are the most troublesome in terms of trash and overall cleanliness?
What area, like on campus?
Yeah.
The quad.
Why do you think these areas are the most troublesome?
That's the most kids, the most groups hang out there, and they leave all their trash behind.
What is something you think the students can do to make the school cleaner and your job easier?
Just remember that their moms aren't here and they have to pick up after themselves.
Do you feel as though the students of the campus don't care about the cleanliness and conditions of the school's appearance?
Definitely, they do not. They don't seem to care anyways.
Also, an additional question. How would you feel about an addition into the bathrooms with the air fresheners?
In addition to it?
Yeah, adding air fresheners into the bathrooms.
Oh, I think that'll be really nice. They have those, actually.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they have them. They install behind the toilet, and they spray like a lemon or a clean air freshener after each use. They actually have them in some schools.
Oh, but not this.
Nope.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
No, not this school, but they do have them.
do you have any solutions in mind that would, in your mind, that would help the students or help overall school cleanliness?
I think just to remind the kids that everybody's responsible for themselves. It's really nothing else. It's really simple.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Want us to ask all of these? Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're all right. So, if you were able to grade how well the students take care of the campus on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade it?
Well, the classrooms are pretty clean. I'll give the classrooms about a 9 or 8, but the bathrooms, I'd say about a 5. The bathrooms, the students here don't really take care of the restrooms. The restrooms get, fairly messy.
Through your experiences on campus, what areas are the most troublesome in terms of trash and overall cleanliness?
I'd say number 1 would be the restrooms. They get dirty very quickly, very fast. Trash, toilet paper on the floor. And then I'd say locker rooms too, and then the last would be classrooms.
What's something you think the students can do to make the school cleaner and your job easier?
Well, my only concern, from all 3 questions would be the restrooms. If you took a little bit more better care in the restrooms, didn't trash or, threw toilet paper on the floor, it'd be a lot easier to clean. That way, right before school starts, I just go in there and clean up real quick, stock toilet paper, and then have it ready until, 6 o'clock, and when I clean them.
Do you feel as though students of this campus do not care about the cleanliness and condition of the school's appearance?
I wouldn't say they don't care. I would say that they feel like there's somebody to clean up after them, but there's only, during the day until we get here at 2, there's only one person here to clean the restrooms. So he doesn't really have time. All he has time is to stock them, up until we get here to clean them. So I'd say it's not that they don't care, but they feel like somebody's here that's going to clean up after them.
In terms of the dirtiness in there, is it more like trash or like fluids or?
It's trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
How often do you encounter extreme cases of people just messing it up, peeing everywhere?
Oh, and that's the worst doesn't really happen. It's just a little bit of trash here and there. But as far as peeing on the floor and stuff like that, that doesn't really happen that often. But it's just the trash.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.
Now that we have the perspective of the custodians, we decided that we needed to see the perspective of the group most affected by the issue, the students.
All right. First of all, can you please state your name and your grade?
My name is Danny Cruz, and I'm a sophomore.
All right. First question. How often do you see trash and feel displeased with the appearance of the lower bathrooms?
I see trash on the floor daily, and the bathrooms are really dirty.
All right. Do you ever see kids misuse the bathrooms in any way?
Yeah, they're just trashing the restroom.
Do you feel as though better equipment in the bathrooms will improve the students' care of the restrooms?
Yeah, because it's new equipment, and if you get something new, you're always gonna want to take care of it instead of just trashing it.
And lastly, have you ever spoke or interacted with any of the custodians on campus?
No.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Can you please state your name and grade?
I am Roy Pham, and I'm a senior.
Okay. So, how often do you see trash and feel displeased with the appearance of the lower bathrooms?
I see it really often. I mean, I use the restroom every 4th period. I see trash everywhere, and the restrooms, it's the worst.
Do you ever see kids misuse the bathroom in any way?
Yes, I do. I see kids throwing toilet papers around. I see people picking up the trash cans and just throwing it around the restroom. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you feel as though better equipment in the bathrooms will improve the students' care of the restrooms?
No, they would just probably ruin it, break it.
Have you ever spoke or interacted with any of the custodians on campus?
I have not.
Thank you. Can you please state your name and your grade?
I'm Letzi Guerrero, and I'm in 12th grade.
Okay. How often do you see trash and feel displeased with the appearance of the Loera bathrooms?
Pretty often.
Do you ever see kids misuse the bathrooms in any way?
Not really.
Do you feel as though better equipment in the bathrooms will improve the students' care of the restrooms?
Yes.
Have you ever spoke or interacted with any of the custodians on campus?
Yes, a few times.
Thank you. Action. What's your name and grade?
My name is Sam, and I'm a senior.
How often do you see trash and feel displeased with the appearance of the Loera bathrooms?
I see trash maybe like 7 out of 10 times I go to the restroom. It's pretty gross.
Do you ever see kids misuse the bathrooms in any way?
Yes.
Do you feel as though better equipment in the bathrooms will improve the students' care of the restrooms?
Yes.
Have you ever spoke or interacted with any of the custodians on campus?
Yes.
What are some examples of the misuse you've seen in the restroom?
I see kids like kind of just hanging out in there, like just standing by the mirrors and just hanging out, or like they go into the big stalls and they're all kind of just chilling or doing some illicit things.
Do you think the smell in the bathrooms is one of the reasons why it is quote unquote badly taken care of?
Like the smell of like
Of the
doo-doo?
restroom. Like just how the restroom smells in general.
No, I don't think so.
State your name and grade.
I'm Megan Demapius and I'm in grade 11.
How often do you see trash and feel displeased with the appearance of the Loera bathrooms?
I see trash almost every day or every time I go to the restroom, and I hate saying it because I don't feel comfortable going to it because it just feels dirty, not clean.
Do you ever see kids misuse the bathrooms in any way?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know kids do it.
Do you feel as though better equipment in the bathrooms will improve the students' care of the restrooms?
Probably, but probably not because they don't care. I don't think students care.
Have you ever spoke or interacted with any of the custodians on
No,
campus?
I have not.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
After going over our data and analysis, we figured out a plan of attack that was accomplishable and highly effective. We first decided to create flyers about school cleanliness and decided to put them up around campus.
Using sources from our research, we carefully made a letter that explains to the AUHSD Superintendent Michael B. Matsuda why we need air fresheners in our Loera bathrooms.
Time to clean up, everyone. Let's pick up our things. Clean up. Everybody clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up time.